for the drama. It's like a volcano. Oh my goodness, I love this dish. So many nostalgic Chinese restaurant vibes here. This is my version of a classic Chinese restaurant sizzling beef. First of all, let's do our beef. So I'm using some Scotch fillet steaks here. Now, I have a very special technique for making your beef super tender when you're stir frying. So the main point is the slicing. So to get a really tender slice of beef, you wanna cut across the grain. If you have a look here, the grain is running this way in this piece. So I'm just gonna slice across and as thin as you can manage it, 2 to 3 millimeters. So if you have a look here, this is kind of like the ultimate strip size, if you like. Now slicing the beef this thin not only gives you a tender beef stir fry, but also will mean that you can feed more people with your steak. So it's economical too. So beef into my bowl here, and we're gonna do the marinade, which is gonna help to flavor the beef. So soy sauce is doing the flavor part. And then the tenderizing part is happening with our bicarb soda.
Can you talk me through the scientific process there, please?
If you must know, Dax, bicarb soda is an alkaline ingredient which reduces the pH level of the outside of the beef so that when it cooks, it actually browns faster.
It's fascinating, Marion.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
That.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Corn flour also is going to help here. And now the only way to do this is to get in here with your hands and really distribute all of that mix evenly over every slice. Can't wait for the Dax cooking video.
Let's do the challenge.
The challenge?
Me.
Yeah? Me and you? What are we going to cook? So what you got? What you got?
I can do fried rice.
What you got?
Yeah, what you got?
What you got?
Let them fight.
All right, so now we're gonna do the stir fry sauce. And this one is really simple because this dish is all about tasting like the really amazing beef and the spring onion and the sizzle, obviously. So we're not going like too fancy here. We've got oyster sauce, some Shaoxing cooking wine, a little dash of sugar. And I'm just gonna add in here a little bit of pepper as well, some white pepper, and then maybe for a little bit of color, just a dash of dark soy sauce here. Okay, now the important part here is heating all the things up. So I wanna get my sizzle pan heating up first of all, because that's gonna give me the drama. Now, of course, in your Chinese restaurant, you've got, you know, that cool hot plate that I don't have. So I'm just using a cast iron pan here. Any kind of like, you know, pan that holds its heat really well, it's gonna be fine for you to use. That's the sizzle pan. My wok is gonna be my cooking pan. So I'm gonna cook the stir fry in here. Let's get that heating up. So when your wok is really smoking hot, then you can add in oil. First up, we've got ginger, garlic, and then the beef. So the trick here is to get the beef into your pan and then really spread it out so you've got maximum amount of beef coming into contact with the hot pan, and that way we're going to get a nice sear on the beef rather than like that stewing kind of thing that happens when you just bunch the meat up together. But if you're just like me and you cook at home, your gas burner will not be as hot as a Chinese restaurant gas burner. So that's why you have to leave the meat there to sear for a little bit before you start stir frying. Okay, so once you've tossed your beef around a few times, let it sear, and so it's like almost cooked. You don't want to cook it all the way through because of course we're going to do that sizzling a bit later on. So now what I want to do is add in some spring onion and my stir fry sauce. And at this point, my sizzle pan should be starting to smoke. Like that guy should be really hot, like scary hot right now. I want a little extra liquid here so that when my beef hits the pan, it gets that like really like steamy kind of action happening. So you could just add water, but I'm gonna add a little extra flavor by using some Shaoxing wine. So now grab a hold of your sizzle pan, be careful. Make sure you've got a trivet on your table. And then for the drama. Like a volcano. Look at that. Oh, so good. I love the drama. I love it. Look at that drama, Dax. Are you suitably impressed?
impressed.
Thank you. You sound very impressed. So there you go, guys. Sizzling beef at home. You know, for me, such a nostalgic dish. I'm, you know, really excited about being able to make this at home and really get that like beautiful tender beef situation happening. I'm gonna get in here and try this. That beef just like melts in your mouth. So delicious. Yum. Great. Perfect. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. All right.
Hey, thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you really loved it. I love sizzling things, frying things, cooking things in general. So if you also like those things, why don't you subscribe to my channel? You could also hit that little bell button and then you also get a notification whenever I'm sizzling something really awesome. Or even not awesome, just like, you know, just sizzling things.